Hi there, I'm Alex, and today I'm going to teach you how to play Autumn Leaves in the key of B flat major. I like to think of it in the relative minor, G minor. And yeah, I'll be going over rootless chord voicings like this, as well as how to play the melody and how to improvise. So I'll do a little improv here. So yeah, little taste, but I'll be breaking all that down, showing a lot of the techniques I like to use. If you like what you're seeing so far, please like and subscribe. Helps me get more content to more people. And yeah, much appreciated. Let's get back into it. For the first part, in our A section, I'm going to go through the chords just to kind of go over the whole section, name the chords for you, and then I'll really kind of break down and explain my note choices and the voicings I'm using. But it starts off with a 2-5-1 to B flat, so a C minor, F7 to B flat major, and then I do an E flat major, then it's a minor 2-5-1 to G minor, so A minor 7 flat 5, do a D7 sharp 9, and then a G minor. And that chord goes for 2 measures. So let's break that down from the top. On our C minor 9, I'm playing these notes. We've got a E flat, a G, a B flat, and a D, which is our flat third, our fifth, our flat seventh, and our ninth. Then to go to the F7, I just take this pointer finger, move it to the A. Nice easy move. I like chords like that where I don't have to move very far. And then this is our F7 6-9. So I'm playing a E flat, G, A, D, which is our flat 7, our 9, our major third, and then our major 6. Then the next chord is a B flat major 9, which is I'm playing D, F, A, C, and that's our major third, our fifth, our major 7th, and our 9th. Then for our E flat major 6, I just take these fingers off and move to the G. So it's D, G, C. And that is our major 7 of E flat, our major third, and then our major 6th. So then we get to the A minor 7 flat 5. For that I'm playing a G, C, E flat. And that is our flat 7, minor third, and flat 5. Then for the D7, I go like this to a D7 sharp 9. And that's our F sharp, C, F, which is our major third of D, our flat 7, and then the sharp 9 on top. And then we resolve that to our G minor 9. And that's kind of the key I think of when I'm playing this song is G minor. So G minor 9, so we got a F, A, B flat, D, and that's our flat 7, our 2nd, our 9th, our flat 3rd, and our 5th. So I'll play through that again. F7, B flat major 9, E flat major 6, A minor 7 flat 5, D7 sharp 9 to G minor 9. And then one of the scales we can play over that is our G minor or G Aeolian scale. So that's G, A, B flat, and I do 1, 2, 3, tuck the thumb, C, D, E flat, F, G. So we can already kind of start improvising a little bit with just that. Just playing the A section chords and using our Aeolian scale. We can also use the blues scale. 1, flat 3, 4, flat 5, 5, flat 7, root. I have another lesson where I go a lot deeper into G blues. I'll link that in the description as well. But yeah, so we got G blues we can use. We can also use our G harmonic minor, which is just like our Aeolian scale. The only difference is when we get to the top, instead of the F for the flat 7, we do an F sharp, major 7, like that. Has kind of a cool, more exotic sound to it. And that sounds especially good over the minor 2-5-1, that A minor 7. And then yeah, you can also, you know, within your blues scale, there's a pentatonic scale, a minor pentatonic scale, so you can use those notes. All right, so we've got the chords for the A section. We've got some different scales that we can use to improvise with, and now I'll kind of get started showing the melody. So the melody stays mostly within that G minor Aeolian scale, but takes some of the other scales as well that I was mentioning. And the first part of the melody is, so we're just kind of starting on G and walking up with the first 3 notes of that scale and then up to that minor 6. Then we basically take that pattern and shift it down, starting on F, again to E. That's how I like to play it, going to the E there. You can also go to the G. I like the way that E sounds. So our melody over the A. I'll do it again. I might add a little bit more and kind of improvise with it. I like to do a little riff like that sometimes. And on the second round of the A section, instead of going to the E, I like to go to the G. So I'll do that one more time. I meant to go to the E, but that's all right. Then for our B section, it does that minor 2-5-1 again. So our A minor 7 flat 5, we went over that chord already. D7 sharp 9, we went over that one as well. And the G minor 9. And then back to C minor 9 that we went over, F7 6 9, B flat major 9, E flat major 6. So all those chords we've already gone over, so I'm rushing through them a little quicker, but that was our B section. So I'll go ahead and kind of play the melody from the beginning with the 2A sections to the B section. Now it's starting to get into the last section there, the C section, so I'll stop for now. But yeah, going back to that B section, so we already went over the melody for the A section, and the B section starts on this. So we're kind of taken from that harmonic minor a little bit. And I reach down to the D. Here, I do an F, and then we jump up an octave. And now, we're at the C section. So the C section, again, using some chords we used before, we got that A minor 7 flat 5, minor 2 5 1. So to the D7 sharp 9, and then the G minor 9, and this is where we add a little bit extra spice here. So here we kind of do like a cycle of fourths, or you can think of it as like a couple of 2 5s, but it's G minor 9. Actually one. Yep, like that. So yeah, it's G minor 9, and then I'm playing a C7 9, so a 3 5 7 flat 7 9. So our major third is our E, perfect fifth is our G, our flat 7 is our B flat, and our D is our 9. So we go from that G minor 9, C minor 9, or sorry, C7 with a 9 on top, and then we do a F minor 9, E flat, G, A flat, C, which is our flat 7, 9, flat 3, 5. Same voicing as our G minor 9, just move down to F. And then we do a B flat 7 with a 9. So that's the 3, 5, flat 7, and 9 of B flat, D, F, A flat, C. So that's a tricky little move at first, but you get used to it. All of our voicings are kind of nice and close. We're not doing a lot of jumping around, which makes it a lot easier to play. And those chords go in double time compared to all the other chords we've been playing. So just again, start off at the top of the C section, A minor 7 flat 5, D7 sharp 9, G minor 9, C7 with a 9, F minor 9, B flat 7 with a 9, and then it ends with another minor 2 5 1, A minor 7 flat 5, D7 sharp 9, and then 2 bars of G minor 9 before we go back to the top. And that's the whole form. So I'll play through this again with the melody, and we'll get to see the melody all the way through this time. I might add a little bit of embellishments. You can always kind of tweak the melody as you're playing. That's one fun thing to do, is kind of play the melody, but then you can throw a scale in, or, you know, throw in different ideas to riff around it, and makes your playing a little more interesting. Here we go. We'll start from the top, play the whole way through. two A's, the B section and the C section. We're playing rootless chords in the left hand, the melody in the right hand. Whoops. All right, I made one little mistake in there, but that's the general idea. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and play that section, that whole thing with the melody one more time, and then I will start doing a little bit of soloing and try to kind of explain what I'm doing, what scales I'm using as I'm going through. So here we go. Add a little riff. Little thirds. Now I'm kind of improvising. I did a little blues there. More blues. Now do harmonic minor. More blues. Maybe I'll do some Aeolian. More harmonic minor. Harmonic minor, blues, harmonic minor in thirds, all right, so that might have been a little quick, but just kind of showing you where we can take these ideas. So yeah, when I was talking about playing thirds, basically you can take the notes of any scale and skip one in between. So for our Aeolian scale, it looks like that when I'm playing in thirds. You can play them together, play them separate, all sorts of ideas. Kind of walk it down, walk it up. And then I'll do the same thing sometimes, but with that harmonic minor, so that sharp 7. Sometimes I was throwing in that flat 5 to get some bluesy sound, or doing some blues riffs. And then always, at any point in time, it's nice to hear the melody while you're playing, so you can always kind of, like for instance, when I get to that B section, I like to do that riff a lot. Kind of hint at the melody there. Just kind of doing a little harmonic minor thing. One other thing I like to do is I'll throw in some kind of bebop style riffs. So I'll start like on the D, walk chromatically down, and then up to that flat 6. Has a nice sound. And then you can also do the same starting on G. Walking down to the flat 7 and then jumping up to the 9th. And you can kind of chain them together too. Whoops. See how I kind of chained that one to this one, kind of walked down the scale. Give you some more ideas. And this blues riff's always fun, where you kind of have your pinky on the G, hit that flat 5 to the 5. Harmonic minor. Blues. I did a little chromatic walking up to the root. I like to do that a lot in my playing. Cool. So yeah, that starts you off with a bunch of ideas to get playing the tune, play the melody. We've got our rootless chords, and then yeah, you can just kind of take these scales and experiment. It's okay to play outside of the scale too if you're hearing something different. Maybe you'll find a different chromatic you want to add or something. But yeah, it's just starting to give you a little foundation to experiment with, make up your own ideas, and then you can add more to it. I'm keep thinking of it really simply here, just with these scales to play up and down. You can kind of get away with that in this song. Another way of playing is actually playing like each change and highlighting the chord tones from each change. But for now, I'm just kind of keeping it simple, thinking G minor, and just kind of following my ear. Harmonic minor in thirds. Harmonic minor down. Hint at the melody. Blues. Some bebop. And back to the melody. So at the end there, we repeated that last little section. People will call that a tag. It can sound like this. bit. It's one good way to end the tune. So yeah, that's main stuff I wanted to go over today. Hope that helps you in your piano playing journey, gives you a little intro into playing some jazz. And then yeah, always appreciate the support. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. It inspires me to make more content. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Bye.